Bulger here, naturalist with Iowa County Conservation, and I want to welcome you to the last of our homemade gift virtual series. Today we are going to be making a fun craft that you can use your own creativity with. We're going to be making a fun milkweed craft ornament, and you can see, if you know what common milkweed is, you know that these are the large part of the large seed pods. There are two of these together, and then in the center of mine today I have put a very large acorn cap and then attached the string, so I can hang this as an ornament on your Christmas tree or just kind of hang it up as a decoration. Now you can also make a few other alterations. You can paint on the inside here of your seed pods with some yellow or red or green or silver or gold, whatever you like, also in the side of our acorn cap. But these kind of come together like a star, and so they come together really nicely in the center. I like using these very large acorn caps because you can hot glue them to there, or if you have some other large seed pod head or something that you can kind of have as a center, you can use that as well. So I'm just gonna kind of go through the materials that I have right here, and I'm gonna walk you through how to make it. And so let me move my camera down so you can kind of see what I have set up right here on the countertop. So today, again, we're going to be making one of these milkweed pod crafts right here. And what you're going to need, of course, are some cleaned out milkweed pod seed pods. So I've taken all of the fluff and the seeds out. You save those for later for a little bit of winter sowing, get some milkweed growing in your yard or area. You're going to need a hot glue gun. And one thing I want to say about this is a really fun activity that the whole entire family can do. But if you are using a hot glue gun, you want to use some caution. You want to be very careful with it because these can get quite hot. So this is probably a part that if you're working with little ones that the adults should do, okay? Now you're gonna need some sort of ribbon or string. I have a few different choices right here. And then I'm gonna be using, again, a very large acorn cap, but if you have another thing that you find out in nature that you want to use as the center, then you could do that as well, okay? You could use that. Sometimes also when I'm working with hot glue guns, I like to have a little craft stick or a stir stick like this, and this helps you get things in place without having to get your fingers close to that hot glue. So these are kind of helpful as well. And then of course a pair of scissors if you're going to be cutting string or yarn or ribbon, whatever that you're going to be hanging with. So I've already picked out 5 of my milkweed pods, and I've kind of worked with them a little bit just to make sure that they will arrange in a good kind of star pattern. Now you can see, I'll hold 2 of them up next to each other. These came from different seed pods, but they're different shapes and different sizes. So you got to kind of work with them a little bit to make sure that they'll form a good, good star. Now, if you are using a large acorn cap like I am today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my acorn cap down on my work surface right here, and then I'm going to use my hot glue gun and then attach my milkweed pods like this, so they'll go on and I won't have to hold them up and get my fingers close to that glue. So what I'm going to do, move these things so I have a little bit of working space, and I'm going to set my acorn cap in the middle. And then I'm just going to start with just a little bit of hot glue. I'm going to dab it right here on the acorn cap. Just start with a little bit, and then you can always add more. And it'll take a little bit for that hot glue to dry. And so then I'm going to work my way around the acorn cap one way or the other. And because I kind of work with these and kind of pieced them together like a puzzle ahead of time, I know that they should fit together fairly well. And hold them for a little bit there. And then I'm going to go to the other side. When you're working with hot glue, again, use that caution. you're going to have those little glue strings that are going to kind of come off of your hot glue, and that's okay because when it dries, it will go on. You will be able to take them off very easily after it hardens. All right. So there's number 3. Now I'm going to do the bottom of my star here. Put one on. Nice little dab there. And after I've gotten them initially on here, then I'm going to go around the back. That's why I love using these big acorn caps. If you are watching this and you're not quite sure where to get some milkweed pods, common milkweed is very common in the roadsides here. You can always come out to Lake Iowa Park. We have it throughout the park, and you can harvest some of those, as well as acorn caps. If you can't find any, get a hold of me at mbulger@co.iowa.ia.us, and I can sure get you some, okay? Now what I'm going to do is my milkweed pods still need a little bit of glue, so I have them secured slightly onto my acorn cap. So I'm going to take them and I'm going to add a little bit more glue to the inside, just to make sure that they will be secured on there, okay? Now, with some of these milkweed pods, they might have a neat little stem. Like if I turn my one that I already have made, you can see that some of them have a stem already attached. So that's a great place to either tie the string, or you can, like I did, tie a knot in your string and then hot glue it to the back. I think I'm going to wait until this one dries a little bit. I'm going to let it sit for just a little bit longer, and then I'm going to hot glue mine on, just like I did with this one. Another alternative you can do if you don't want to glue it or you don't have a stem to tie it on there, you can make a small hole with a needle or a very sharp pair of scissors right at the top here. You can string it through the hole and have it hang from the top just like that. So that is our milkweed craft, and this is again a really great one to do, and you can use a lot of your own creativity there. So if you have any questions for me about this craft, or if you need some supplies, the milkweed pods or the acorn caps, I'd be happy to get you some or let you know where you can harvest them, even here in our parks. And I hope you enjoyed this. This is a really fun, great craft that the whole family can do together and then give as gifts or use as holiday decorations around your house. So thanks very much for watching today. If you didn't catch our three other series or videos in this series, we did make birdsuet, we made homemade Play-Doh, and then we made cinnamon ornaments. You can check those out right here. They're all posted on our Facebook page or on our Iowa County Conservation YouTube page. So check those two places out if you want to watch our videos or have questions or have any more comments or anything about this series. So I want to thank you very much for watching. I want to wish all of you a very happy and safe holiday. I hope you have a wonderful holiday.